and then the smile, and then part by part. And then you had to go back, and then Lord says, at last you focus only on my smile. He says, the mandahasa punnaya. Adile manasu vekka solra. So there also, see, even in one form, if you go on thinking about the eyes, ears, nose, the limbs, the trunk of the body, the feet, then also the mind is scattered, see. So instead of thinking something else, bringing back the mind to the Lord's form is wonderful. There also, at the end he says, don't think about anything else, just think on that smile. See? இப்போ கண்ணில் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண கூட ரெண்டு கண் இருக்கு, இந்த கண்ணு அந்த கண்ணா. மைண்டை தேடி பயங்கரமான விஷயம். இந்த கண்ணில் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணா அந்த கண்ணில் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணணும். அவருக்கு ஒரு கண் ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கு. மைண்ட் will create all such things. அதுக்கு தான் நம்ம ஆளுங்க என்ன செஞ்சாங்க, இந்த பிரச்சனையை வேணும் முழுக்குன்னு ஒரு சிவலிங்கத்தை கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. I tell you, this is அரு உருவம். That is really good for meditation, I am telling you. But it's not that very interesting. Krishna means very interesting. இது முழுக்குன்னு ஒரு உருவத்தை எவ்வளவுதான்பா நான் தியானம் பண்றது, ஒண்ணுமே இல்லையா. No, but for attention, one point attention, it's a wonderful symbol. Lingam means symbol, குறியீடு. So there, it is in form, but it is not a form. Uru aruvam. Aru uruvam. See, therefore, the mind has to be. One Amma asked me, so he was a very elderly Amma, very senior. Swamiji, during the course of my life, I had several gurus. Each one of them initiated into my into one mantra. Now I am doing all the 7 mantras. For first 10-15 minutes, one mantra, and then another next mantra. Is it okay if I do like that? He said, no. Then how can I leave one mantra? How can I do droham to that guru? It's not droham or anything. They use big words. One mantra you take. See, I tell you, this mind has got this vibhachara buddhi. It cannot stick to one. It wants always variety. This, that. Take one. Stick to one. It's not that we condemn other, but we have to stick to one. Especially in meditation, one. அதான் ஏக சிந்தனான்னு சொல்றார். விடுக்கவே ஓர் வழி உந்தி பெற. So when you meditate on that one, வீயும் அதன் உந்தி பெற. The mind loses its form, meaning you know what? Now the mind, you know what mind is? Mind means the experiencer and the experienced, the meditator and the meditated upon. This duality is there, na? When the mind is focused on one, slowly what happens? The meditator melts. When the meditator disappears, there is nothing called as meditated upon, because only in the platform of meditator, the meditated upon is standing. நான்கு விருத்தி தான் முதல் விருத்தி, அதில் தான் இதம் எல்லா விருத்தி வருது. ஆகவே when the meditator dissolves, there is nothing called as meditated upon. So everything becomes just one. One means it's not even one. Meaning what? எல்லாம் ஓய்ந்த இடம். ஒன்னு சொன்னா ஒரு பொருளா இல்ல, அது எல்லாமே ஓய்ந்து போன இடம். இப்போ சூன்யம்னு சொல்லலாமான்னு கேட்டா இல்ல, அவேர்னஸ் இருக்கே. அவேர்னஸ்னா இருக்கேங்கிற அவேர்னஸ் இருக்கே, அதனால சூன்யம்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. ஆகவே உருவாய் அருவாய், உளதாய் இலதாய், மறுவாய் மலராய், மணியாய் ஒளியாய், கருவாய் உயிராய், கதியாய் விதியாய், குருவாய் வருவாய், அருளாய் குவனே. You cannot say this or that. In fact, you cannot say anything about it. கண்டவர் வெண்டதில்லை, வெண்டவர் கண்டதில்லை. So the thing is, so when the meditator and the meditated upon all just merges into one, and there is great peace and there is great bliss. There, the Sat is Chit, Chit is Sat. when you recognize this aspect, this fact that Sat is Chit, Chit is Sat, that is Ananda. See, our Acharya has written commentary on Panchadashi. It's the most beautiful commentary. And also, he has written commentary on Amrithanubhava. That is also most beautiful. He is a genius. See, Chumma Kada Viditruparu, but he is something else. So, that's Rambada Solra. When you are, that itself is awareness of that existence. So, the Sat is Chit. Therefore, that recognition is Ananda. Now, in the Vyavaharik world, Sat is something else, Chit is something else. That's what we feel. There is always this duality or this Pidavu Patta Unarvu Nilai. Dichotomy. That is the right word. Dichotomy. Pidavu Patta Unarvu Nilai. Bhagavan Suluvar. Pidavu Patta Unarvu Nilai. But when you recognize Sat as Chit as Sat, Pidavu Padada Unarvu Nilai. So there, the mind abides. Meaning, the mind dissolves. So that is the actual thing. So therefore, meditation on one is very important. See, once again I tell you, one means what? Either you can take the Murti form, or you can take some mantra, that is also one mantra, or you can take some sort of a jyoti or something, or you can take a mantra of a Upanishad, and one thing, Achintyam, finished, you go, Achintyam Urvarta Bodh. Achintyam avyaktam anantarupam Shivam prashantam Amritam brahma. Today morning we saw, no? Amritam brahma yonim Tadadi madhyanta vihinamekam Vibhum chidhanandam Arupam adbhutam. Like that you take. When you come to Bhagavan, what is the object you meditate? Oneself. Who is meditating? Oneself. There the dichotomy is broken. So the meditator meditated upon is one. So this is the real secret of Atma Vichara. Here we start from that. The meditator and the meditated upon is one. So the mind dissolves. So this Nasham happens only through Ekachintana. So just by restraining the breath or the prana, the mind will be restrained for some time, but it will not be destroyed. The vasanas are alive. So to destroy the vasanas, consciously we have to reach the source and abide in it. And again the vasanas will push you out, I am telling you. See, once or twice you may even get that unarvu, badada unarvu nilai. But that is not sufficient, that's what Bhagavan says. You have to again and again. For some people, for some reason, it can come, that unarvu. It has happened to so many people. But that is not enough because they don't know how it came, how it gone. And they want it to happen, it will not happen. They take you to Sydney, let us say. They drive through, but they take you to Sydney. Sydney, I love Sydney, I want to see Sydney. Then next time, you do not know how to go to Sydney. So, kanna tarandu, vadi naduga paathitu poi, இந்த இடத்தை திரும்பணும், அந்த இடத்தை திரும்பணும், சரியா தெரிஞ்சு போனா அடுத்த முறையும் போக முடியும். இல்லையா? கண்ணை கட்டி கூட்டிட்டு போய் கண்ணை திறந்து விட்டா சிட்னி போயாச்சு. ஆனா எப்படி போகணும்னு தெரியாது. ஆனா இங்க பகவானோட வழியில எப்படின்னு கேட்டா நல்லா கண்ணை திறந்து ஒவ்வொரு இன்ச்சையும் பார்த்து போறதுனால எப்ப வேணா போலாம், எப்ப வேணா வரலாம். See, I am not exaggerating at all. பகவானோட வழியில நல்ல பிரஜையோட நல்ல அவேர்னஸோட உள்ள ஆழ்றதுனால I am talking mostly in Tamil or what? I don't know what I am doing. So we can go inch by inch. We are aware. So we know the route very clearly. So whenever we want, we can just take off. The problem with some path is people get that experience, but then they go on, sort of so much of this thing, longing for that experience. But sometimes that experience may not come again, and you are so dejected. See, when the gopis were playing with Krishna, the gopis thought, oh, now I am special, it seems. Krishna is playing with me. When they thought I am special, Krishna disappeared. Ahankara, when it comes, the ego enters, the Lord departs. Then they were pining for Krishna. They were just crying. Wonderful portion in Bhagavatam. Gopika Geetam na romba azhagu. And then the Krishna appears. Only when you really long for him, he appears. But in this path, you are so aware that you don't lose sight of him. Therefore, it is not enough just to abide, consciously abide. That is why we have to bring the deep sleep state in the waking state. Tungamar tungum suham vandu vaitadu summa irunde nadi kudambai summa irunde nadi. Tungamar tunganum. நாங்க அப்படிதான் சொல்லி இருந்துட்டு இருக்கோம். கிளாஸ்ல அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். தூங்காமல் தூங்கிட்டோம். தூங்காமல் தூங்கணும் means in this waking state you have to bring the deep sleep state. Deep sleep என்னது? There is no bhedam of the seer, the seen, or the aham or idam. There is no bhedam whatsoever. So that abheda bhavana should be here. Abheda anubhava should be here. But we should be awake. But in the deep sleep, there is ajnanam, there is, I don't know anything. Then that happens. Moving on.
Nashtamanasotkrishtha yoginaha krityamasti kim swasthitim yataha Nashtamanasotkrishtha yoginaha krityamasti kim swasthitim yataha
Nashtamanaso. Nashtamanasaha utkrishta yogina. Utkrishta yogina. That supreme yogi. One whose mind is destroyed totally. For him, krityam asti kim. What is there to be done? Meaning what? He has nothing to be done. Why? He has done everything. Why? See, as long as the ahankara is there, asserting itself, it has got a lot of vasanas and desires. And then it wants to gain this or that from the world outside. So it is acting in the world outside. Even if you want to sit quiet, it will not allow you to sit quiet because the vasanas are gurgling from within. So there is a lot of pressure from within to go out into the world and do things and achieve, to gain things, possess and enjoy. For this sadhu, for this mahatma, for this yogishwara, the mind itself is destroyed. Meaning the ajnana is destroyed. The ahankara is destroyed. Therefore, there are no vasanas within. There is no pressure whatsoever from within. And not only that, now he is abiding in that purna sthiti. Meaning that fullness, that completeness, he is abiding there. So for him, there is no pressure within to go out in the world, gain some experience, possess things, enjoy, and be happy. No. For him, already he is totally happy. Therefore, for him there is nothing to do. And he knows there is nothing other than him. So who is to help whom? And he knows there is only Shiva. Therefore there is nothing inauspicious in the world. See, all this talk about the உலகமே ரொம்ப கெட்டு போச்சு சாமி, இப்படி போயிட்டே இருந்தா என்ன ஆகுமோ தெரியல, இதெல்லாம் பேத பாவனம், இதெல்லாம் அஜ்ஞானம் தான். In that Purna Sthiti, there is nothing other than himself, which is Purnam. So there is nothing called as incomplete, there is nothing unjust. For him, he has nothing to do. See, why we go into the world and function or work in the world outside? One, because of our vasanas, there are a lot of desires. To fulfill those desires, we want to strive, we want to achieve, we want to gain, possess, enjoy. For this Mahatma, no vasanas. Already he is full totally. Therefore, he need not run into the world and possess anything or enjoy anything. Second thing, you may say, Nama moksha adanjittom paravailla. But the whole world is struggling. Can't we help? Should we not help? From his standpoint, there is no world. இதெல்லாம் சும்மா சுவாமிஜி, இது பேசவே நல்லா இருக்கு, ஒன்றும் வேர்ல்டே இல்லையா இருக்கு, வேர்ல்டு இல்லை. From his standpoint, there is no world. From his standpoint, there is no himself. From his standpoint, there is nothing called as Ishvara who is sitting somewhere doing this and that. எல்லாம் ஓய்ந்த நிலையில் ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை அவருக்கு. Why should he go out into the world and work? At the same time, he is so free that nobody can stop him from doing anything also. Only if you say there is nothing, there is nobody, there is no injustice, why is he functioning in the world outside? Nobody knows. Then you say it's Lord's will. If you can't say, then you put the blame on the Lord. Lord's will. Or you can say it is out of compassion. Compassion means what? எதுவும் இல்லதான், ஆனா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கிறதுனால, எல்லாரும் துன்பப்படுற மாதிரி இருக்கிறதுனால, அது ஏதோ ஒரு ஸ்திதி நமக்கு தெரியாது. But they say out of compassion only he goes into the world and functions. But from his standpoint he is not functioning. From our standpoint only it appears to be functioning. It's all very, very strange. You can never understand with the intellect. Yes.
Just a small comment. I think after you realize you are still doing the karma, but you don't really expect any fruits of it.
That is all in one stage. The other stage is, Bhagavan says, it's like a child which is sleeping. Mother wakes up the child and gives the milk. Child drinks and then it sleeps. The next day one says, "Na kudichena. I never drank milk." அவன் குடிச்சாலும் குடிக்கல, அவன் செஞ்சாலும் செய்யல. It's something else. So it is not comprehensible with our intellect. It is something else. So therefore, for him, there is no pressure from within for him to act in the world outside. Number two, he doesn't see anything other than him. He doesn't see any imperfection. Therefore, there is no need for him to work in the world outside. At the same time, even the Vedas cannot say you should not do this, you should do this. So if he decides to do, nobody can stop him also. And why he is doing, you are only seeing that he is doing. If you ask him, he says, "Na onnume seiliye." He says always, "Na onnume seiliye" nu solluvar. Because he is in that state where nothing is done, everything happens. So therefore, it is said here, "Manavuru maya mei manduma yogi tanakkor செயலில்லை உந்திவர தன்னியல் சாந்தனன் உந்திவர." அவனுக்கு ஒரு செயலும் கிடையாது, செயலும் கிடையாது, பந்தமும் கிடையாது. Therefore, he is totally free. Such a Mahatma is a blessing to the world. அவர் ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய வேண்டாம். His just presence, his sannidhi matram is enough. The whole world is purified. Whoever goes to him, they feel that presence and their mind gets quieted and they experience that bliss. இதை விட வேற என்ன சேவை செய்ய முடியும் உலகத்துக்கு? The world needs shanti. In his sannadhi you get shanti. What else? In somebody's sandhi, if you can get real shanti, what else you need? Shanti is sukha. Ashantasya kuta sukham. Krishna asks, na? Ashantasya kuta sukham. If there is no shanti, there is no sukham. If there is shanti, that is sukham. That itself is called as sukham. So when a person sits at his presence, in his presence, he feels, he feels. And he feels so blissful for no reason. For no reason he feels blissful. That is the greatness of this Mahatma. So all the great people, even the ordinary people have experienced this in Bhagavan's presence. Bhagavan vaaya thirandu onnume pesa maatar. Kanna mulichu kuda paaka maatar. He just reminds, and whoever goes in his sannidhi, so they want to go again and again, sit in that sannidhi. Why? They experience something extraordinary, out of the world. So nobody can pressurize him to do anything, or nobody can stop him also from doing anything. He is totally free. விதவிதமா நிலைகளெல்லாம் விசாரம் செய்து இச்சையறு பரமபதம் யாதுன்றுண்டோ அதனையே திடமாக அகத்தார் பற்றி அனவரதம் உலகில் விளையாடுவியார். Yoga Vasishta, translated by Bhagavan into Tamil poem. So therefore, he can function in the world outside, or he can just sit. Everything is fine.
दृश्यवारितं चित्तमात्मनः चित्वदर्शनं तत्त्वदर्शनं दृश्यवारितं चित्तमात्मनः चित्वदर्शनं तत्त्वदर्शनं
வெளிவிடயங்களை விட்டு மனம் தன் வெளிவிடயங்களை விட்டு மனம் தன் ஒளியுரு ஓர்தலே உந்தி பர உண்மை உணர்ச்சியா உந்தி பர. தமிழ்ல ரொம்ப கிளியரா ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா இருக்கு. மேபி சான்ஸ்கிரிட் ஸ்காலர்ஸ்க்கு இது ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா இருக்கலாமா? வெளிவிடயங்களை விட்டு திருஷ்யவாரிதம் ஒளி உரு ஓர்தலே உந்தி பர சித்வம் ஆத்மனஹா சித்தம் ஆத்மனஹா. That is Chittva Darshanam, that is Tattva Darshanam. அதுதான் உண்மை உணர்ச்சியா உந்தி பர. Meaning, we have to sit quietly and give up. That's why it is said in the Kaivalya Upanishad, Tyaghe naike amritatva manashi. What we have to give up when we sit? Gurudev beautifully explains. One, through our senses, the world enters. Right? That we have to shut all the gates. Meaning shutting means what? Whatever comes or goes doesn't matter. It's not worth it. This is the real thing. அதுக்காக சட்டமே வரக்கூடாது, கண் பஞ்சு அடைச்சுக்க போறேன் அதை அடைச்சுக்க போறேன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. It doesn't matter. It's not worth it. வந்தா வந்துட்டு போகுது, போனா போயிட்டு போகுது. Now I'm not interested in it. அதுக்கு தான் வைராக்கியம் வேணுங்கிறது. நல்ல சாப்பாட்டு ராமன் தியானம் உட்காந்து வச்சுக்கோங்க. அம்மா கிச்சன் நல்ல சாம்பார் செய்யறாங்க, நல்லா கம கம கமான்னு வாசனை வருது. அவனா விட முடியுமா? அதை என்ன சாம்பாரா இருக்கும்? முருங்கக்காய் சாம்பாரா? His mind goes. So when you are attached to the world, you can never give up the world. Vairagya means what? You are not interested. You have seen the hollowness of the world. That is Viveka. And therefore, Veli vidayangalai vittu. So you are not now concerned about anything outside you. When you shut all those gates, yes, the sense stimuli will not enter you, but already you have lot of things within called as vasanas. The garbage in, garbage out. So already you have accumulated so much of garbage within through so many janmas. That is all sitting within, waiting to come out, manifest from within. That will throw out so many things from within. Padasu, Pudusu, Allah. One Mahatma has said, this mind is an image factory. Image, so much of images about the past, about the present, about the future, about the emotions. I am hurt, da, ba, ba, ba. There also, it's not worth it. Whatsoever may be the thought, the emotions, it's not worth it. And allow it to pass. Meaning what? Let them come, let them go. Agamaha, apayinaha, anityaha, tam titikshasva bharata. You just put up with it, let it come and let it go. That's it. Meditation means what? That's it. Meditation means what? Now you are not allowing any sense stimuli from the world outside to disturb you. How you do that? Because you are not interested in it. Therefore, you don't value it. You don't give any attention to it. And then whatever comes from within also, you are not interested in it. That is Vairagyam. You don't value it. You have seen the hollowness of it. It's not worth it. I tell you, in this world, nothing is worthy. You should not bargain your peace of mind with anything in the world. Our Acharya has said. You should never bargain your peace of mind with anything in this world. We all asked him, after the course ended, we all asked him, Swami, what is the Guru Dakshina we can give you? He said, Baba, don't ever become miserable. That is the Guru Dakshina you can give me, he said. Don't ever become miserable. Still those words are ringing in my ears. Acharya Anubhavanji said, Baba, don't ever become miserable. That is the Guru Dakshina you can give me. So we cannot bargain our peace of mind for anything in this world. Meaning, nothing is really worth it. Why? Everything is temporary, fancy, it all goes. With the body, everything goes. All the relationships, all the wealth, property, the name and the fame, everything goes with this body. Therefore, this body is actually the thing which is holding on to everything. That is why this Deha Abhimanam is a Pollada Vishya. With the body, everything goes. So therefore, if you decide, it's all not worth it, then the mind will subside of its own. ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய தேவைனா அத சும்மா இரு சொல்றதுக்கு என்ன காரணம்னா கொஞ்சம் விட்டோம்னா அதுவே சரியா போயிடும். See, once when I was very young, I was part of Yuva Kendra. There was a great Swami in our place. He is not from Chinmaya Mission, from some other Sampradaya, but he was in charge of that place at that time. As young people, we get so much of thoughts, sometimes vulgar thoughts, sometimes some very disturbing thoughts. Once I was sitting in that ashrama, in his kutia, near his kutia, and I was struggling with my mind. Oh my God, why this thought to me now? My God, should not come. I am a very good person, a very pious soul. How can this thought come to me? My God, my God. I was struggling. I was not expressing it to that Swamiji, our Swamiji. He just passed by that side and he said, Beta, don't struggle, just leave it. It will be all right, he said. I was so surprised. He said, don't worry, just leave it, it will be all right, he said. And then in the evening class he said, he gave an example of the monkey. The monkey, if it gets a wound, it will not leave it as like that. Oh, wound. If you go on meddling with the wound becomes bigger, 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 and the monkey will die. If you allow that wound just like that, it will heal of itself. In the mind also, if you just allow the mind to heal by itself, it will heal. If you just allow the mind to subside, it will subside. We will never allow it to happen. That is why Sumayir, Par Surandi Parkade. Yoga Swami says, Par Surandi Parkade. Meaning what? Par, Partukonde irilla. Just watch and observe. You need not do anything, Baba. In meditation, we need not do anything. We need not create Brahma Swarupam. We need not realize Brahma Swarupam. It is already real only. You need not realize it. Then what to be done? Then don't worry about anything. You should become totally disinterested in everything. That will happen through proper viveka. It's not worth it. In the Vairagyam Varama, என்னதான் தலைகீழ நின்னு தண்ணி குடிச்சாலும் என்ன செஞ்சாலும் ஒண்ணுமே நடக்காது. See, when we feel the world has got so much to offer, I have so much of experiences here to gain. Recently I had gone to a country, I stayed with a devotee. That Amma is really spiritually progressing. That Ayya is a very happy-go-lucky type, but he's a very nice person. So he told me, Swamiji, I have only one request to you. Whatever Vijñāvanam. I asked, what? Swamiji, please pray to the Lord and tell him that I don't want moksha. I want so many births. I have so much to enjoy in this world. Or what moksha even put to patana, evado vambu. Please pray to him. I don't want. He was a jovial person, not serious type. But the wife is very serious. How? He said, Swamiji, please recommend to Bhagavan. What moksha even put to the இந்த அம்மாவோட நான் வாட் இருக்கேன் எனக்கு சேர்த்து கொடுத்துற போறாரு. As long as we have a notion that that is the world which is wonderful, there is so much to enjoy, I tell you the mind will not subside. Only when we realize, அதான் பரிபக்குவம்ங்கிறது அதான் பரிபக்குவம். சும்மா இந்த சாஸ்திரம் படிச்சா ஒண்ணுமே நடக்காது. I'm telling you. எவ்வளவு வேணா டிஸ்கோர்சஸ் கொடுக்கலாம். Discourses after discourses. You can become very famous. You can build ashrams. You can have so many disciples. And you can get even Padma Bhushan, Vibhushan, whatever you want you can get in this world. But abiding in oneself means what? It's not worth it. It's not Vairagyam. Once when you get this Vairagyam, nothing is worthy. Then the mind automatically subsides. நம்ம ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய வேணாம். விறகு எடுத்துட்டோம்னா நெருப்பு தன்னால் அணைஞ்சு போயிடுமா இல்லையா? இந்த விறகு என்னன்னு கேட்டா, this urge, I want to enjoy, this is the urge. Bhoga buddhi. When you remove that, that is why it is said, when you withdraw from the world, from the scene, then you need not do anything. What will happen? By itself you will abide in that conscious principle. Because other than that there is nothing. Where will you go? When you withdraw, you have to fall. Where? Only in yourself. When you fall outside, you fall. When you fall inside, you rise. This is by Gurudev. When you fall outside, you fall. When you fall inside, you rise. Meaning what? You will not sort of reach any inauspicious state. When you withdraw and wait, everything happens. So therefore, nothing to do here. அதனாலதான் சோம்பேறிகள் ரொம்ப வசதியான ஒரு கொள்கை. ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய தெரியும். அப்படிப்பட்ட குரு எனக்கு தேடிட்டு ரொம்ப நாளா. இந்த குருட்ட போனா அதை செய் இதை செய், காலைல 3:30 மணிக்கு எந்திருந்து ஒரு 2 மணி நேரமாவது நீ பூஜை செய்யணும், இவ்வளோ ருத்ரம் சமக்கம்லாம் சொல்லணும், நீ அங்க போய் அதை செய்யணும், இங்க போய் இதை செய்யணும். இந்த குருநாதர் சொன்னார், அப்பா நீ ஒண்ணுமே செய்யணும், என் பக்கத்துல உட்கார், சும்மா உட்கார், அவனுக்கு சாப்பாடு கொடுக்குறேன், தண்ணி கொடுக்குறேன், இதெல்லாம் செய்யறேன், சும்மா என்னவா நல்ல குரு. கிருஷ்ணன் தான் சொல்றார் கடைசியில, சர்வதர்மான் பரித்யஜ்ய மாமேகம் சரணம் ரஜ அஹம் துவா சர்வபாபேபியஹ மோக்ஷயிஷ்யாமி மா சுச்சஹ. You come to me, surrender everything unto me, I will take care of you. Baba, I will take care. See, he has given the assurance. I will take care of you. The Lord himself says, the all-powerful, the Almighty, he says, don't worry, Ma Suchaha. You need not do anything. It is already done. You just come unto me and surrender everything at my feet. I will take care of everything. Your yoga, your kshema, everything I will take care. But நான் எதுக்கு பிறந்தேன்? நான் ஒன்றும் செய்ய வேண்டாமோ? எல்லாம் உங்ககிட்டே கொடுத்துட்டா சரி படு. பரமனிற் பிரிந்து உலகினை தலையில் பற்றியான் பெற்றது போதும். பதிகத்துல ரொம்ப அழகா பகவான் சொல்ற. பரமனிற் பிரிந்து இவ்வுலகினை தலையில் யான் பற்றி பெற்றது போதுங்கிறார். அவன் இந்த உலகத்தை தலையில சுமந்துதான் இவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்படும். அவர்கிட்ட கேரிய இறக்கி வச்சிட்டோம்னா அவர் எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துப்பார். இப்பயும் அவர் தான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காரு எல்லாத்தையும். So actually, wherever you go, Bhagavatam you study or Upanishad you study, come to Bhagavan, what everybody says? Don't worry, relax. Still I remember when we had gone to the ashram, the Vedanta course and all, Acharya took the first class and he said, you have come to the right place, now you relax. That was the first instruction given to us. But we didn't believe him. அது எப்படி ரிலாக்ஸ் பண்ண முடியும்? எவ்வளோ படிக்க வேண்டியிருக்கு, எவ்வளோ சாதனை பண்ண வேண்டியிருக்கு. But now I realize that is the only instruction needed. You have come to the right place, now you relax. Meaning there is nothing else to be done. So we have to relax now. If you can't relax, take the Lord's name. That's it. Is that not a wonderful philosophy? So, till here, 16th verse. Chitva darshanam, tattva darshanam. So, abiding in the self is knowing the self. So, therefore, withdrawing from the world outside, withdrawing the mind from all the thought modifications, thought disturbances. If you just remain in your own self, remain just like that, means you are remaining in your own self. That is abiding in one's own self. That's it. Here, there is nothing even to know. You know why? Because when you start knowing, there is a knower, there is known, duality. And you can never know him. Why? அடிமுடி இல்லாத சோதிய பிரம்மா விஷ்ணுவாலே பார்க்க முடியல. நீங்களும் நானும் எங்க பார்க்கறது? பார்க்கவே முடியாது. இப்ப என்ன செய்யலாம்? சும்மா இருந்தா he reveals everything. Everything is revealed. That is why he is called a seer. Because everything is revealed to him. So, we have to just abide. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om. See, I want only 5 more minutes.